The Morning Majlis, talking the stories that are shaping headlines. This is Pulse 95.
We're speaking to the U.S. Consul General now, Phillip Frayne. A very good morning to you. Let's get your thoughts on the National Day. And first up, a very happy National Day to you and your staff at the U.S. Consulate.
Well, a very happy National Day to you too, and to everybody in Sharjah and throughout the Emirates. أنا أود أن أقولكم مبروك ألف مبروك. This is, I think, the 49th anniversary of the Independence Day, and it's a very exciting day for all of us.
Well, it certainly is a happy occasion for all of us. Now, let's start getting thoughts about the U.S. consulates and the relations with the United Arab Emirates. You've got a new boss, a new administration coming up in January 2021. Talk to us about the strategic relations between the two countries, and should things change? Are things going to be slightly more different in 2021? What are our expectations?
Well, as you know, the relationship between the United States and the United Arab Emirates is a long one dating back to your founding, and it's a very strong one and a very close one. We consider the UAE a key ally of ours in this region. We work with the UAE on all kinds of things, on political issues, economic issues, cultural issues, education issues. You may have seen recently that we've been cooperating a lot on space exploration. We just had 2 American astronauts come to Dubai to help select the next Emirati astronauts. So this is a very close relationship, a strategic relationship, and I don't think that's going to change much with the new administration, with the Biden administration coming in. We have certain values in common, we have certain interests in common, and those won't change from one administration to the next.
And yes, I'd like to get your thoughts on the importance of celebrating the UAE National Day. You've been here for quite some time as well. Have you got any specific areas that you like? Because on a personal level, I do know that you can speak a bit of Arabic as well. Are you going to go out practicing a bit more of it?
وأنا بحاول أتكلم عربية مع أصدقائي الإماراتيين. But you know, the problem is so many Emiratis are so good in English that it makes my Arabic look foolish sometimes. So we frequently switch from Arabic back into English. But, you know, there's a lot of things I like about the UAE. There's a lot that I like in Dubai. And one of the things for your listeners in Sharjah that I love to do is go to Sharjah and visit all the museums. One of my favorite places to visit is the Museum of Islamic Civilization. I've been there many times, and I never tire of it. There's so much to see there. And then, of course, you have, I think, 15 other museums in Sharjah. And then you have the historic district, a beautiful hotel, El Bayt Hotel in Sharjah. And I've been up to Ras Al Khaimah, to Fujairah, to Ajman, to Quwain, and of course, to Abu Dhabi. And each emirate has its own personality and an own character. So I love that about the Emirates. And I love the fact that I can meet people from all over the world here. You probably have more than 200 nationalities living in the Emirates, and I meet people from Brazil, Argentina, South Africa, Pakistan, India, from everywhere here, and that's a great intercultural exchange that you find here.
Can we say this is your favorite station then?
Well, I've served, I think, in 8 different countries, and this has to be amongst the top, yes.
Lastly, I'd like to get your thoughts on the final message to all Americans and even Emiratis out there about celebrating the UAE National Day in a very different time as well, because it is very difficult with the pandemic, and in terms of your advice for a very socially distanced celebration.
Well, you know, I welcome my fellow Americans who are living in the United Arab Emirates. There's somewhere between 45 and 50,000 of them. And I hope they enjoy the National Day as much as I do. I think it would be okay to go out and watch the fireworks if you're socially distanced. I did that last year, and it was great fun to watch the fireworks over the water. That was a lot of fun and a lot of excitement. So whatever you do, keep safe, keep healthy, and keep enjoying your hosts, because the Emiratis are great hosts for us here.
Well, thank you very much, Your Excellency Phillip Frayne, who is the U.S. Consul General, who is very kind enough to join us on the Morning Majlis to celebrate the 49th UAE National Day. Thank you once again, and we look forward to welcoming you into the studios at some point in the future.
Happy National Day to you and to all of your listeners as well.
If you liked this episode of The Morning Majlis, drop a like and subscribe.
95.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram for all our daily updates and top stories.
Pulse.